Good morning. Here's a summary of our main stories from BBC News. The US and Russia have traded accusations over Syria at an emergency meeting of the United Nations Security Council.
President Trump.
Good morning. Here's a summary of our main stories from BBC News. The US and Russia have traded accusations over Syria at an emergency meeting of the United Nations Security Council. President Trump
says the US is planning to respond forcefully within 24 hours to the suspected chemical attack in the Syrian city of Douma.
Russia blocked calls for a new inquiry into the use of chemical weapons in Syria, warning that any action against its ally
says the US is planning to respond forcefully within 24 hours to the suspected chemical attack in the Syrian city of Douma. Russia blocked calls for a new inquiry into the use of chemical weapons in Syria, warning that any action against its ally.
Thanks, Carol. We'll see you later on. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's take you back to our main story. We've been talking about this for the last few days as well. It's about Syria. Nothing is off the table. That was Donald Trump's summary.
Thanks, Carol. We'll see you later on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's take you back to our main story. We've been talking about this for the last few days as well. It's about Syria. Nothing is off the table. That was Donald Trump's summary.
Would have grave repercussions. Here's our North America correspondent, David Willis.
Would have grave repercussions. Here's our North America correspondent, David Willis.
Is there any evidence that the last time this happened, that Donald Trump was in a situation where he said he'd do something, and he did? He launched missile attacks on an airfield in Syria. Is there any evidence that made any difference at all to...
Is there any evidence that the last time this happened, that Donald Trump was in a situation where he said he'd do something, and he did? He launched missile attacks on an airfield in Syria. Is there any evidence that made any difference at all to...
And how much more difficult does it become to try and talk to, say, President Assad, if he is concurrently being accused of deliberately poisoning with chemical weapons his own people?
It becomes extremely difficult.
How much more difficult does it become to try and talk to, say, President Assad, if he is concurrently being accused of deliberately poisoning with chemical weapons his own people? It becomes extremely...
Well, let's get more thoughts now from our Middle East correspondent, Martin Patience, who's in Beirut. And we've seen what's been going on at the UN Security Council there, and it's obviously very tense there. But I suppose that the thing is now, what happens now and how will the world react?
Well, let's get more thoughts now from our Middle East correspondent, Martin Patience, who's in Beirut. And we've seen what's been going on at the UN Security Council there, and it's obviously very tense there. But I suppose the thing is now, what happens now and how will the world react?
Let's get some more on that. We're joined now by Simon Bailey, the National Police Chiefs Council lead for child protection. Morning to you. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. It's really interesting looking at this report. Can you give us an idea, if you...
Let's get some more on that. We're joined now by Simon Bailey, the National Police Chiefs Council lead for child protection. Morning to you. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. It's really interesting looking at this report. Can you give us an idea, if you...
Appreciate you might not be able to hear me because of the lorry, but let's just go back to that point about undermining your work. Without them, would these 150 people have been charged?
Appreciate might not be able to hear me because of the lorry, but let's just go back to that point about undermining your work. Without them, would these 150 people have been charged?
One more thing as well, because you mentioned how many arrests that you're making, and we were talking yesterday about police numbers. Just give us a sort of impact, how much impact is all this investigation having on other kind of police?
One more thing as well, because you mentioned how many arrests that you're making, and we were talking yesterday about police numbers. Just give us a sort of impact, how much impact is all this investigation having on other kind of police?
Here, the latest from Mike, who's on the Gold Coast, of course, at the Commonwealth Games. We've been enjoying the sight of the beach this morning again. Mike, morning.
Here, the latest from Mike, who's on the Gold Coast, of course, at the Commonwealth Games. We've been enjoying the sight of the beach this morning again. Mike, morning.
Wonderful idea, and they kept it all a secret as well. No secret, we know where Mike is. He's out and about on the Gold Coast, talking to us about all the Commonwealth Games action. He can join us again now. Morning, Mike.
Yes, good morning again. I've moved.
Wonderful idea, and they kept it all a secret as well. No secret, we know where Mike is. He's out and about on the Gold Coast, talking to us about all the Commonwealth Games action. He can join us again now. Morning, Mike. Yes, good morning again. I've moved.